So here we will first define a name. Next, for the SSL inspection options, we will use multiple clients connecting to multiple servers, which is the default there. For the CA certificate, this here is the default that we will use and what we downloaded. Okay. For the inspection method, this will be full inspection, which is common for most practical environments, and that is also selected there by default. So within our SSL inspection profile, we will inspect all secure ports that travel through our firewall, such as HTTPS, which is the protocol that will be used by our users when accessing secure websites. So that has been selected. Everything here is turned on for those corresponding ports. We mainly care about these ports here. And you'll also see some exemptions here that we can add. So this means that we can list the web category of the websites that we do not want to be decrypted or inspected. Finance and banking is common, but to not be inspected. So what we want to do is we want to remove the other web categories that are listed here. And we're just going to leave finance and banking there. So PayPal.com falls under the web category for this particular category for finance and banking. And we also want to allow invalid SSL certificates that may be received if one of our users from a different network accesses a website from our server farm that is using a self-signed certificate. And we are done with creating this profile, so we're going to go ahead and save it. Let's go back to our policy page. And here, let's edit our existing policy for outbound internet access from our user and server network. Okay, and here we will enable our web filtering profile and select our web filter profile for employees. Now, enabling web filter, this will also enable proxy options and SSL inspection. So we will select the SSL inspection profile that we just created. And let's save our changes. Next, it's important to upload the certificate that we downloaded from our firewall and to upload it to our user's web browsers. So this right here is the computer that our user computer is connected to, and we have copied that certificate that we downloaded onto the desktop of that computer. So you will see that once we connect into it and import it into the web browser. Now let's go back to the user computer, and there on the desktop you will see the certificate that we copied over. Okay, so we will import this into our, let's say, Firefox web browser, and here are the steps for how you can do that. So here we'll first go to options. Then make sure that you're under the advanced tab and then under certificates. Then here we're going to click on view certificates. And then here under authorities, we'll click on import. Then we're going to select the CA certificate that we downloaded from the FortiGate, which is here on our desktop. And this will be used for websites only. So we're going to check this and say OK. And we can confirm if that certificate was imported, which would be listed as Fortinet CA. And there it is. So it has been imported successfully. So now your user's web browser will trust the Fortinet CA certificate that will be received for SSL inspected websites. Now, when we go to twitter.com, okay, so now we were able to access it without getting a security warning. We can confirm if our firewall has indeed proxied the secure tunnel and decrypted it by viewing the certificate information for this site. And here you will see that it says Fortinet. So that is how we can confirm if SSL inspection works on our FortiGate firewall. Let's try another one. Let's go to facebook.com. And that also works. And we do not get a security warning as our firewall has decrypted and inspected this page. Now, if we go to a finance or a banking site, like let's say Bank of America, for example, okay, and we see that it loads up, but our firewall is not inspecting this page because these type of sites, we want it to be exempt from SSL inspection. And finally, let's make sure that our web filtering profile for employees still works after our SSL inspection configuration that we did. So let's go to happytreefriends.com. Okay, and that gets blocked as expected based on our policy. So that is how SSL inspection or SSL decryption works on the FortiGate firewall, and how you can make even exemptions as well.